Good morning, everybody. Hey, we're doing it. Rise and grind. We're just getting started. You're just in time. It's just before 6 a.m. I was trying to wait till 6, right? I got a schedule here. It says the schedule right on the page. 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., right? And it was like 5:50. I'm like, I can't wait any longer. But I did. I waited about 8.5 more minutes, and here we are. Um, out here on my favorite island getaway, one with the KFC. But I'm hoping to get a group going in a little bit. This is just to, keep me busy for a few minutes. 50% mana should be plenty for what we're doing, provided we could find a Lightfoot. Ishiwatari, good morning. How you doing? I'm trying to find this. I'm not really find. I see him. He's here. Try to pull him. Gotta get just the right angle. Not too far, not too close. See his like waist. Can't really see his waist. Here we go. There we go. One more try. Here we go. There he is. Alright, we'll mez him. Charm him. Give him a weapon. And a torch. Oh, I got Charm wore off already. How nice. I have my Sympathetic Aura on. Right? That gives me a little extra charisma. 148. I've seen worse. Okay, I want a single pull. You guys are a little close. It's a little close. Hold on. Okay. He's leaving. We're fighting the Proven. I didn't tash him. Alright, now he's tashed. Now he's rooted. My pet is tashed. Alright, that's what I pulled with. Pet is getting beat up. Proven is not. I guess we can maybe try to slow the Proven. Oh, it's probably too late. Alright. Plan B. Plan B. Guess I need to break it. Oh shit. Ah. Couldn't break it in time. Hide failed. I tried. Right? I tried to hide. It failed. I didn't have the invis up early enough. Now I got this mess. Lost my fine steel weapon. I mean, it could be worse. It could be like a real piece of gear. It's just a fine steel and a torch. I got extra torches, but basically not how we want it to go right now. All right, let's try this guy. He's a watcher. These are tougher. Start casting the wrong spell too. Oh, he's fast as shit. All right. Where's the other one? I'm gonna ruin myself. All right, root is off this guy. So we'll pull it through the Mez one. Oh, good. They're fighting each other. What happened? Charm wore off? No. Pet doesn't have aggro yet. Ouch! Wow, it ate my whole rune with one of the two backstabs. Brutal. I do have J boots on. Am I encumbered? Why am I so slow? How am I getting hit like that? Just bad. All right. Speaking of bad, did anybody see me play Snow Runner on Tuesday? Oh my gosh, that was rough. It was fun. The Proven, I don't know exactly what level they are, but I think they're the highest. Yeah, either Provens or Watchers. There is another one I called a Warrior that's like up on top of the mountain that we never like have pulled. I mean, maybe like I think it's called a Warrior, but I think it's a Shaman. Funny enough, has a wolf pet. All right, let's how do I want to do this? Break the charm. I want the full XP, right? I'm getting greedy, even though I'm only 20% or 20 mana and 40 HP. I want this whole kill, right? This Proven is all mine. No pet to share it with. Okay, now I want a pet again. Not the Watcher. I want to kill the Watcher. All right, here's the Watcher. Uh oh, he's getting close. He's getting close. He's gonna hit me. Oh, that was sloppy of me. I should not have. Splendid Genesis. Let me guess. You were trying to pass through Timorous Deep one time and you found him. That's how I found him the first time. Same with the Ixar Master, whatever. You're just trying to mind your own business. Okay, here come. I'm not stealing the XP off this one, that's for sure. Takes mana to do that, and I don't have mana, which is it's fine. I'm just waking up. I could use a little med break, fill up my coffee again. Uh-oh, uh-oh. You're walking a little close to this other one, kind of. Perspective's confusing. All right, finish him off. All right, so now I got to somehow deal with my pet. Well, I said I wanted a med break, but now's not the time, right? I got to kill this other one first. Got a full HP pet. So far, so good. Try to keep the target rooted because if charm breaks, just one last thing to worry about. Well, until that, right? Root broke immediately. Okay. Saving a little bit of mana to finish them off. If everything goes smooth, they kill each other or it roots off again. How much mana is root? Can I afford to do this? I can afford to do this. I need to get Troll Illusion on. I need to get Shielding on. A couple things. See and Viz, why not? Always a good thing. All right, there's the Charm Break. They're both kind of low. Not really low enough for me to kill like that, though. I'm a little lower. Oh my god, Charm wore off immediately. This bad. All right. Don't have the mana for the new charm. Well, I guess I tried a med for that new charm because I can't nuke it for 28%, 29%. That would take a lot more mana than a couple charms. Gotta get them like really low, like 5%, and then maybe I can handle it. They're both rooted. This is when root will really stick, right? This is when you can really test the limits of root when you don't need it rooted. That's what holds. All right, kind of draw it towards the other rooted one. Oh my God, charm wore off again immediately as soon as it swung once. Still 28%. Oh, it's even higher now. Terrific. That's what I get for saying I need a med break and then not, right? I'm going to my safe corner. Yeah, 28%, and the other one is 30%, 31%. So I'm like losing ground on this fight, honestly. Um, Might be time to, just mad up. Just give it a real mad. Try to clear aggro. I hate to give up when I'm this far in a fight, but oh, I'm about to ding. Too bad I don't get full mana, full HP upon ding, like some servers, That's not classic. A little too much power with that move. Oh God. I could have maybe sat for 10 more seconds, but then I don't know. Too much risk. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Do not. Do not. Going for one last try. Hmm. They're getting very low. Okay. Hide fail. Man, come on, man. Resisted suffocate. Oh, you're so brutal. So yeah, hide failed, which means my target killed my pet, which means my pet died again. I'm like 1 for 3 on successful charm breaks. But it's alright, we're just getting started. I could fix that ratio a little bit. Hopefully. Oh God. I should be sitting for a new suffocate attempt and not wasting my time trying to crush probably. Why not both? No, come on. 10%. I guess it's better that I don't have 2 right now. Like the fact that the pet died might have saved me. Because if I did succeed that hide break, yeah, what if my one cast to suffocate resisted off the other one? And I had 2. They probably wouldn't be fleeing. They'd probably both be chasing me. I don't know. It's hypothetical. Who knows at this point? Suffocate dealt a couple percent. It'll continue dealing a little bit more, but it's not a huge dollar. It's really not. the offensive power of an enchanter, you know, pretty much fully dependent on a pet. All right, new clarity. Fresh. I could probably nuke this thing now. As long as it lands, here's hoping. Nope. Suffocate has a better chance of landing than the other one, right? Because the other one has the stun component. This is what I've been told. You know, better chanter than me. Gave me some tips. But even Suffocate gets resisted. This is with Tash. This thing's, you know, it's dark blue. It's the higher end of dark blue, but it's dark blue. All right. Just, there we go. 4%. This will be a ding, though. It should. If this isn't a ding, I'm going to be severely disappointed. But it should be a ding. Getting the skill ups. All right. Get a little troll form. Ding 47. All right. First we dance. Then we cheer. Then we say, hey, you. What's up? We're just getting started over here. Welcome to the Tuesday, no, Thursday Rise and Grind. Yes, it is Thursday morning, bright and early. And I humbly thank you for being here. And I wonder if you've please followed, right? I'm assuming you've probably followed each other by now. It's the usual suspects in the chat. Salute to you. If any of you out there thought I couldn't do it, well, guess what? I totally could, and I did. And yeah, we're just getting started. So let's go. Let's med a little bit because that was absolutely brutal. Trying to finish those off with no mana. Oh my god. At least it worked, but it was brutal. Do I have a corpse to loot, or did I take so long and rotted? It's always a possibility. It's all right. If I missed out on a couple plat, I missed out on a couple plat. Easy come, easy go. I am looking though. Give it a little quick peek. I might have even already looted it, because who knows? Oh, you know what? There is no other corpse, because it poofed. I remember now, because it just hide fail things. I got this sweet Ring of Stealthy Travel. Can't wait till I could use it, because then I'll stop with the hide fail pet wasting. But anyway, level 47. Let's go. Mana pool's a little bigger. Means, you know, the med's a little harder. But maybe we get meditate skill ups. Who knows? I don't even know. I don't know what my skill caps are like. All I know is level 49 is the spell level, so just two more to go, and then that's big thing. Just get a lure, go get a few cool things. Well, anyway, Ishiwatari EQ, it's good to see you this morning. How you doing today? Well, it's morning for me. Um, Either way, it's good to see you. I want to see Invis. And I want... I think that might be all my relevant buffs. Strengthen helps me carry some stuff, but I'm okay for now. I'm gonna refresh this because it will fade. 148 charisma. It's you know, it ain't much, but it's a start. I went with Invis versus Undead because it's 4 second cast time versus 5 second cast time. But either way, it's too slow. I'm not. I haven't been getting that one off to break the charm because it will. It'll break charm just like a regular Invisible or even Invis versus animals. But I don't think enchanters get that one. This enchanter didn't get it. Anyways, maybe at this level I can hold charm a little longer. We'll see. We'll see. Be right back. All right, back with the coffee refill. Let's see. That's plenty of mana. They're a little light on the Lightfoots this morning, but I mean, if I had to pick, I would guess at this level, Lightfoots are going to start getting a little lower. So I'll charm this one and go find a target. Here we go. Oh, it's a Lightfoot. All right. Pull that aggro. Yes. So I have a feeling the Lightfoot is just going to get tore up by the Proven, even with no buffs, no torch, no weapons. Just Provens are a lot tougher, as seen. I think they'll both backstab you though. I know the Lightfoot definitely does. But it is still dark blue. All right, so I think I can Membler this thing, right? Will that work? I don't know how to tell if it worked or not, so whatever. Maybe I get full XP, maybe I don't. I don't think I did, but whatever. It's still XP. It ain't much, but it's honest work. All right, send it. prove. Oh, shit. At least it could have been worse. Could have been after it hit the thing once, like it was about to be. Catch it with the Mez. Catch it with the new Tash. Why not? Catch it with the Charm. I don't think Tash costs a lot of mana, right? I use it kind of willy-nilly. Yeah, 20 mana. That's fine. Worth every drop. All right, still mezzed. Oh, mez off. Cash, fruit. Still got my rune on. It's essential. Just letting them fight, right? This is my pet. Proven. It's my target. The one that says target. I know my UI setup's a little weird, but you probably know. You chop off the left, you chop off the right, and now you got a vertical EverQuest clip that actually has the relevant stuff, right? That was my plan. Yeah, one more time. Get in there a little bit. Oh, I got greedy. Sent him in for one more hit, and he got friggin' demolished. Man, R.I.P. that bird. We hardly knew your XP. Gonna try to take this one out the hard way. Let's see how resistant it is. Oh, not too bad. 16% off that nuke. Let's do one more. As soon as it's up, one more. Should do it. If it lands. Almost. What's that? 3%. It is dotted. So that 3 will probably go down to a 1. I don't know if it'll die all the way. That suffocate does not do much. It does 50 initially, which helps. Okay, it might die. Let's watch the XP. Right here. I wish it had blue lines, but my UI just has the orange bubble. Oh yeah, it was a nice chunk for level 47. This is easy, you know. Sometimes I make it look hard, but it's not. It's easy. This is outdoor. I got J boots. There's nothing to be scared of except when they backstab me from like friggin' 15 yards away. But you know that doesn't happen too often. Man. Charm. I'm just using the Alliance as a global cooldown clicky. Could use J boots instead since we're outdoors, but whatever. Alright, Mez off. Get these two fighting. All right, Pet's winning so far. I haven't seen this name in a while. I feel like he used to play back in the day, or at least the account did. You know how this server goes. We need a fresh red, is what we need. Nickelback, hey, good to see you. How you been, buddy? Hey, we are just getting started. How'd you know? Just in time. Um, what's going on? Okay, okay, hold on. Gotta guard this guy. I'm gonna root this when it's not on top of the other one. I want to finish it off myself. So we'll hide and mess, right? You got your green drew to 60 yesterday? Grats, dude. Nice. My hide like always fails. It's crazy. Okay, so that one's mezzed. Now I have no pet. I can finish off the watcher. Almost. Almost. Try again. Finished off the watcher. All right. What happened? What happened to the watch? It's still alive? I saw the yellow text of Root wore off, and I'm like, I got my XP, but I didn't. All right, this guy Memblered. That's good, right? Got my XP. Congrats on 60, Nickelback. That's quite the accomplishment on any server. On green, I can imagine it's really tough. Extra competition for the camps. Well, competition for green, right? Like a line. It's not the same way we use the word on this server, but it's still EverQuest. We're still enjoying EverQuest no matter what. I used to wait in lines. Now, we take what we want on red. I love that. I can't go back, but I respect it. I respect the hustle required. Yeah, less worries about dying. Exactly. There's still competition. It's just a different kind. I get it. I used to play on a server like that back on retail EverQuest. So I get it. I definitely competed for my share of camps the way we did, getting in an orderly line and waiting and waiting and waiting. But that takes determination. It takes Fippy Darkpaw levels of determination. That was close. Almost hit me. And I know the XP rate over there is like classic style, so that's not easy. Oop. I was hoping that my pet would break charm by or break mez by then. Don't break charm by then. The opposite of that. Good. Now they're fighting. Proven versus proven. Exactly, Nickelback. Like, I mean, if people want to play hardcore mode, more power to them. But I feel like they're missing out on the absolute power that is respawning and trying again with more knowledge and more determination than ever. That's how I do it. But trying to think, what's the last time I died on stream? Right? I think it was probably Plane of Fear. I think we had a couple whoopsie doodles over the course of that Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest this past weekend. But it was PvE deaths. Those are fine. Those are resable. It was just sometimes the puller was pulling too much. The puller was me, I was pulling too much. It happens. Um, you know, I might have wiped the group once or twice, but we did fine. All right, good. Hyde succeeded. This other one's, oh, they're both low. This is beautiful. Oh, it's scrambling. I'm like, why isn't it chasing me? Good. Don't. Kill one, kill the other, get the XP from both. Oh, we're already 10% in. We're 10% in. This one's just waiting in the buffet line. I love when the KFC has a buffet. Crazy. Crazy XP. And we only need a short little med break here because the HP bar is fine. Just the mana's lacking a little bit. And we're just getting started. This is a good Thursday, guys. Um, I think it's a good omen, right? We're all gonna have nice productive Thursdays. Everybody's rising and grinding today, you know, where whatever grind you're clocking in and locking in for. Uh, I got a good feeling about it. Hey Chester, come here, buddy. Trying to get the cat up. It's been a while since this guy's been in the cam. Come here. He likes to sit by my feet when I'm streaming. He's the two cats kind of switched roles, right? Like Winnie is the new like co-pilot for me in the stream. She loves to get in frame and ham it up. Come here, Chester. This guy used to almost every stream. He'd like jump up on my lap and sometimes hang out for a while. But come here, buddy. He knows what I want. Let me try again. He faked me out. He was like about to come up, and now he's just rubbing his face on stuff. He's a happy guy. He's very happy right now, but because I just fed him not that long. He loves that. But anyways, look at all these players online. Shout out to Bromster. I feel like everybody's level 60 that's on right now. I know. I know. It's he knows what I want and he loves to deny it to me, but I can't help it because I want it. So, you know, it shows. Buddy, I need your help playing EverQuest. Come here. Help me out. Help me out, buddy. Oh, he's purring. I got him on let's let's see if we can display the Chester. Buddy, come up here. He's on my lap, but he's like low. Oh, you're a good guy. Oh, he's there. He comes. He's almost in frame. The little orange man, buddy. Remember EverQuest, your favorite game? Yeah, let me see if I can tilt down a little. There he is. There he is. Yes. Let me get the socials off for a little bit, blocking him. Here we go. Still, don't forget to follow at Chewy What a Wookie at your social media of choice. But we're just gonna move it out of the way because yeah, he's purring huge. So let's see. Oh yeah, the mic's definitely picking up. I see the little green bars in the mic. Yeah, he used to. This is I'm so glad he's on my lap right now because he used to help me stream all the time. He's my little co-pilot. We play EverQuest together. But he's been a little aloof guy. Yeah. Yep, he's a good man and thorough. Yes, he likes to rub his little noggin on my chin. All right, Lightfoot, Chester, we got this. Let's get this bird. Buddy, we're messing with birds today. How about that? All right, Lightfoot. I'm gonna give it a torch. Right? Every enchanter needs a familiar for sure. Sometimes I think about what class the cats would be, and Winnie's like a rogue, maybe even a shadow knight. She's um, you know, probably a rogue. She's very fast, and you know what I mean with the slashes. Um, she's very tiny and cute, but she's like powerful. This guy though, he's a little nut. I could picture him in like a wizard hat or something, maybe. You know, trying. I don't know. Hard to say. All right, Lightfoot versus Lightfoot. Fight of the century. Yeah, he's like, he's really funny and silly. This guy. He's still on my lap, but he's just a little low. Yeah, I don't even think I can pan down enough. There he is. Just hanging out. His mic's still working. Sometimes when I touch the camera, I gotta reset. You know what? I'm gonna reset it anyway, just in case the mic messed up. Yeah, he loves to meditate, this guy. Especially when the sun's shining through the window, he'll get right in that spot, right in the sunbeam, and he'll be so warm when you pet him. He can absorb all the sun energy. He's just very mild mannered, very nice guy. Oh, he's like about to sleep up here, it seems like. Yeah. I'm so happy he's sitting with me. It's been weeks. Could even double check in on YouTube, right? I got all the past streams saved on YouTube in 2025, right? 2024, I started trying to save them all on YouTube. And there might even be some older streams than that, but as for all the streams, 2025, we're still going strong. No slowing up on that. I'm gonna keep uploading them there. So with that being said, I could probably find the last time this guy hopped up on my lap on a stream, and it was a while ago. And I've been missing this. Anyways, um, EverQuest in the morning, so it's such a fun thing. Hide. Charm off. Alright, let's kill both these light ones. Both dark blue, I believe. Alright, one down. This one's going down too. Barely used any mana. It's because Chester's helping me. He's a +3 cat of bird slaying. Oh, you're so good. What a good guy. Alright. And there he goes. Probably just heard him jump away. I shifted my weight and he didn't like that. I guess Pacify would probably be the best course action here. Yeah. He's an indoor cat, so he wouldn't know anything about it. But he dreams. Hey, Frankenbeans, good morning. How you doing today? Shout out to Frankenbeans. Whoops, I just started typing Frankenbeans without the P99. Shout out P99 underscore Frankenbeans. There it is. There it is. How you doing? Good morning. We're rising, grinding over here. It's bright and early, but the sun's up. I'm thinking. I think I want the Watcher for the pet. Mesm. Cash him. Charm him. Might even give him a torch. Probably not. Nah, no torch. No torch. And we cross our fingers that the charm holds longer than the mez. And you know, eventually they start fighting like that. Dinged 47 not that long ago. Already a bubble in. It's enchanters are they're great. They're great. But gotta watch out for this Pather. Maybe some other Pathers too. Right? I think I see one way down there. Might come by. But I think this is the one that we gotta worry about. It's proven too. Oh, great. What about this one? Lightfoot. That's fine. Just reposition them a little bit. Uh-oh, I don't have invis up. Okay. Hide success. A little early, but I'd rather succeed than waste another one today. Somebody's LFG with 7 people on. That is funny. I didn't even know. I hardly ever read OOC. That's why I put it so far away. But when the yellow text comes through, I usually notice that because it's yellow. But it's funny because I use like the default colors I was given when I started, even though it's so hard to read some of these colors, I still keep them the same. And then I'll be like, I think the worst is Velius when I'm trying to read stuff. I always have to like pan the mouse like a wacky angle so I could like get a different background. I should do the thing where you mouse over it and it darkens. What's that called? I haven't done that in a while. Oh shit. I was gonna try a nuke on it, but he's still really coming at me. Nope, never mind. He's not. All right, other bird. I hope I don't get too far away from it and starts. Suggest for Sunday reverse question of the day. You post answers and we try to guess what the question was, like some almost Jeopardy. Pandu, we could try that sometime, maybe. You know, I like the way you think. It's outside the box, outside the bun. Um, how is this thing still alive? Oh, that's how I suffocate. Just wore off. Pandu, Pandu, Pandu ETP. How you doing? Oh, I thought that was one I was about to kill, so I was like just jumping into it. Hold on, this one. Don't want to miss out on one plat 4 gold. That's big money. It adds up. Like I'm 50 plat richer since getting here. I'm just gonna blast this one. Or more than a bubble and flying. Just getting started. That's what's up. It's one of those days. It's a Thursday rise and grind over here every Thursday. It sets me up for success for the day, and I hope everybody's ready to succeed today because it's happening. And it's almost the weekend. Weekend's right around the corner. Can hardly wait. Weather's been terrific. Maybe a little sunny. Um, but I didn't get too roasted. Luckily. Come here, buddy. You want to come back? Chester, he made an appearance earlier, but he might make another one. Who knows? Let's see. Talking it up with my guildie. We're all getting started over here. I was playing Snow Runner. Goku but Stronger voted for Snow Runner for the Tuesday stream, and that's a cool one. It's like a trucking simulator, but it's like the roads are really muddy and just terrible. At least in the map I was on, the tutorial. It took me 2 hours to do the tutorial, and it probably would have been worse. Um, but it was fun, you know? There's a few moments it was a little frustrating, you know? I overthought it. I saw water over the road and I was like, I'm gonna go around this. I tried to like blaze a blaze a trail like Daniel Boone through the forest and with the highway truck, which it warned me. It warned me like these are not off-road tires. You have like nothing for off-roading in this. Just, do what you got to do, which to me meant just off-road a little bit, just through the forest. Just wedge yourself in between trees. And then I was using, so you have a winch built in, luckily. So I was using the winch to like kind of try to climb trees to get my wheel over the trunk. And I really wedged myself in there good, really good for like an hour. Um, that was a good test of my determination. There is a like restart level button, which I did have to hit a couple times, but I gave it a good hour try first before that first reset. And then I think I gave it like 2 minutes before the next reset. Once you reset once, it's like Poor Spirox, I know, right? They didn't do anything to deserve this treatment other than be delicious. Justin Beard, what's going on? Not much here. Thursday morning, rising and grinding as always. Feels so good. I love this game. Brings me comfort and joy. Um, but yeah, I was just talking about SnowRunner, and I am happy to play some other games every now and then too. It's fun, right? They have no business being worth this much experience. We just got started about an hour ago. Um, I don't know. I don't remember how far into 46 I was, but well, pretty far. We dinged an hour 20. I'm gonna call that 22%, 23%. Let's see. We're gonna load skin Duxa real quick and see, because it will tell, right? It'll give you an actual 23%. That's why I don't need Duxa. I wish I had a blue line. Blue line would be classic enough to me. I remember when they added it. You get paid tomorrow, so things are going. Oh yeah, payday tomorrow. Weekend right around the corner. That's why we do it. That's why we do it. I got one big job today, and then hope tomorrow should just be a light day. Take it easy before the weekend. But today's gonna be a rough one. I already know. Yesterday was a rough one. Day before was it's been a rough week, but today especially is gonna be big. But I'm feeling good about it. Got up nice and early for this rise and grind session. Coffee and ducks over here. Toucan Sam, part of a balanced breakfast. All right, Lightfoot is my pet, which is the much weaker of the two. So I gotta do something to kind of tip the scales, right? Something better than a resisted dot. Sh Shmonite, good morning. Hey, welcome to the chat. How you doing? I'm just getting started over here just in time. You have frost warning this morning? Oh, wow. Yeah, not here. It's fully springtime now. Okay. I almost lost my pet. Hide, not very reliable way to break charm, huh? Wow. Hottest on record and second most humid. That's a rough combo. It's a tough summer. So yeah, here's hoping that this summer is a little more mild for you. Um, this thing has a lot of HP left. 45. That's several nukes. Oh yeah, there's no way I'm casting a nuke while it's running down here. Too long of a cast time. Oh, your air. Did you get a new air conditioner for this summer in case it's bad again? Or what do you mean only intermittent? With like breaking intermittently? Um, I'm saying because I don't know what to do about this proven. I guess I'll just keep nuking it. I was really scared that I was going to resist all these. Oh, okay. You need to save money on the bill. Yeah, I get you. Definitely. Oh, yeah. I remember. I was just gonna say, upstairs is always gonna be hotter than downstairs, right? That's what I was dealing with last summer. All right, we're about to change gears on the stream. We're staying in EverQuest, but we're leaving Norath. If that makes sense, then you know what's up. If it doesn't make sense, hey, stay tuned in about 2 minutes. You're gonna see what I mean. Um, ugh, yeah, Florida in the summer is brutal. Phoenix, Arizona for 20 years. Oh, I can only imagine. I've never been to Phoenix. I've never been too many places on the West Coast at all, or you know, close to the western half. Like it doesn't even have to be the coast. Just I haven't been very far west. Make a silent move real quick. Moving in. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's about to happen yet. This is our little secret. Just swapping tunes real quick. We'll leave Ruby here in Timorous Deep, 40 something percent in. I already forgot. Or 20 something percent in. Um, like I said, we're playing EverQuest on Red 99, the PvP server. But we're leaving Norath. Got big plans, big things. Not worth it going to Phoenix for really anything, not even if you live in the same state. Wow, strong feelings. All right, here we go. Yeah, I don't know too much about the history down there. It used to be like before it was a state, it was part of Mexico, right? Like, is that part of some acquisition? I'm gonna guess it was in the 1800s, maybe. I really don't know. I love or local history or whatever. I like history in general, but I really don't know anything about the history of you know, Western states. Oh yeah, we're in. We're in. Let me show you guys. Doing it big and playing fear. One of the last states to become a state around World War One. Wow, it's even later than I thought. What do I have on my Ah, fetid skin. You're getting dropped. I don't know what you're for. Oh wow, 7,000 feet elevation flag set. That's crazy. Is that like part of the Rocky Mountains, I'm guessing? We're doing our best over here. It's a bit of a sketchy start. I didn't have much mana to start, so I'm not gonna be able to chain as many life taps as I would have hoped. There we go. Yes. Big Ishii in the house. Oh, yes. Yes. The gang's all here. Taunt actually worked. All right. Slow off. Uh-oh. Taunt worked. Love that. Oh, is it fleeing now? I think it's fleeing. Nice. All right. Well, that's the toughest part of this whole thing, right? Is trying to break in, dealing with this Pather. Once we deal with the Pather, then we can sit in Metasec. Gonna change the name of the stream, right? The return to nothing to fear. Right? This counts as leaving Norath. Plane of Fear. We're not in Norath no more. We're somewhere else. Plane of Fear with the crew. There we go. That's what's up. We're doing it. Love this game. It's even more fun with friends. Let's take a little roll call here. We got Stargate, Salute, got Big Clem, Salute, got Ishiwatari, Salute, and then of course, you know, nice Chewy. That's me. Level 60 Shadow Knight. Um, you know, just hanging out. We're just lurking, trying to get some drops. Doing all the things people do up here. I don't have anything to show you really, other than Rune of Frost drop. That's a nice one. That's half of Ice Comet. Everybody likes Ice Comet. Unless you're the receiving end of an Ice Comet. That's not so good. But I'll end up being the polar. We don't have a cleric on right now. Fire up the bat phone. Goblin.
Goblin subscribed to your channel for 2 months.
What's up, Goblin? How you doing? We're just getting started over here, just in time. We're on, Red 99, the premier classic EverQuest server for PvP for now. Maybe someday we'll get a new server that I want to play. Been a while, right? Alright, fine. I was just in fear like last weekend, but oh, your back hurts. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope it feels better soon. Weekend's right around the corner. Maybe you'll get a chance to stretch it out. It's usually what does it for me, not stretching. Oh yeah, I gotta look at that. I was about to go pull. I don't think the gang's ready for a pull yet. I better be careful. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Oops, that's not the right one. Like, why won't this click? Alright, yes. Maybe damage shield. Maybe skelly form. Just want to be nice and ready. When I see somebody who can cast buffs casting a spell, I try to just run back and see if it was for me. I ain't trying to miss those buffs. Whoop. I lagged while turning. That was a little scary. I feel like the goos are like top priority to kill. Um, they can drop anything. You've been farming hate for like a week? Yeah, I've been watching Frankenbeans' hate streams. It's inspiring, you know? Let's get planar. It's a planar kind of spring. Um, Hardest part about fear, I think, is it's kind of similar to the hardest part about hate, right? Breaking in. Once you're in, no, it's fun. I know, like Goblin. I'm trying to be nice to you. You know what I mean? Like if I don't have anything nice to say, I'm trying not to say anything at all about it. Like I feel like I said my piece as far as it's not for me. Um, it offends my sensibilities even. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to slap the food out of their mouth or anything like that. So I'm trying not to, I'm trying to stay out of it. I'm trying to let people have their fun if that's their kind of fun, whatever. But like, on especially the Facebook posts, like the whole like pretending that they found this server when they're clearly advertising their own server. You know what I mean? Oh my God, they make me want to say something. They make me want to say something, but I don't. I'm staying out of it. I only responded when I got tagged, and I'm trying to just live my own life. I don't have time to worry about what other people are doing with their time. If they want to donate for raw stats, then they can. At least there's no 250 plat to interfere. That's true. That's true. I haven't been to 8 in so long. It'll happen. I haven't been to Hate since coming back to the game. Last time I was in Hate was pre um retirement. Before I retired from this game. But hell was full, so I'm coming back. Uh we're doing great. I feel like the one thing we're missing is DPS. These things are staying alive for a while, but other than that, we got everything we need. Slow and steady will win this race. Alright, let them finish that. Really trying for the single pulls when I can snag them. There you go. Not going to be a single pull, right? They're kind of walking together. But maybe they'll split up. Like Clem can mez stuff or whatever, but I'm just, the less stuff in camp, the better. Hey, KH fan 123, what's going on? How you been? We're just getting started over here. Oh, here's a single pull. Looks single anyway. Make sure there's no Scareling or Spectre guys coming over the hill over there. Spiders are good. They drop the cloth stuff. Playing Hero's Journey. Nice. Honestly, I'm very intrigued by that. I've been watching some Hero's Journey streams. I love the idea, and I love that they're in Planes of Power, right? What expansions it up to? Like, it looks fun, honestly. Like in a like it's not the EverQuest we know and love, right? Because it's very different. Gives you a whole different feel, and I think that's kind of cool. I just wish it was a PvP server. If it was a PvP server, I would have been there, no questions asked already. But as far as you got your Shadow Knight, Monk, Beast Lord to 57, 151 AAs, nice. That's part of the fun, right? The AAs, all the stuff that we're missing here on this server that I long for. I long for Luckland zones. I long for AAs, and honestly, Planes of Power was very nostalgic to me. That was like some of my peak EverQuest playing was like Planes of Power stuff, and every time a server comes out that includes Planes of Power, my eyebrows raise a little bit. Got 10k HP. That's what's up. Server's starting to wake up. You like Stolen Plane of Fear? Um, so something I've been wondering, if you could solo Plane of Fear, how do like the first tier of Planes of Power zones match up to that? Like what is it, Plane of Justice, um, is that a Nightmare? How does like Trash and Justice compare to Trash and Fear? It's been so long since I've played. Oh, you have to unlock it. Gotcha. I used to really like playing Nightmares, plural. I forget. It's been so long. Um, Killing the werewolves. I think it was like the north side of the zone or something. Um, I really liked Plane of Justice, Death Row especially. Was what we called the camp, right? There's it was Death Row. It was like a hallway with a bunch of cells off of it, and the cells had like all different NPC races, you know. Even some giants were locked up in there. And then there was like the executioner at the end of the hall, and there was like if you stepped on the grates, it would summon all them banshees or whatever. Oh man, it was spooky. Great XP, great loot, right? You get blue diamonds and stuff. To unlock Kunark, you have to solo Vox. Very interesting. If I ever play a PvE server, there's a good chance that it will be that one. Just for a change of pace. Be stuck in class until you kill nagging Vox. Um, it is a very interesting concept. I'm gonna guess that they don't have the. Wait, so you have to solo them at level 50? I mean, it just goes to show how powerful combining three classes really is. Can you get to the plains before you kill Vox and Nagy, like Nightmare and I mean not Nightmare, Fear and Hate or Sky, or are they post classic? So on unlock Belly, you have to kill Track, Sev, Talon, Gore. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so you can get to the plains at least, so you can get some gear. That's good. That's good. Because I'm trying to think of like what would you even wear? Like what would you equip yourself with to go do this? Like that sounds like quite the tough accomplishment. But I guess if you can go to the plains, okay, equip yourself with the planar gear, and then you might have a chance. And I'm gonna guess you can wear stuff that any of your classes can wear. Oh, you normally bought it from the bazaar? Okay, I didn't even think of that. Right, right. When you say you have to solo it, I'm picturing like solo, like you're in a island. Use anything in your classes. That's cool. Definitely helps. Imagine if you could only wear stuff that all three classes could wear, which means you could never wear any class specific stuff because unless you specifically chose just one class, that would be crazy. That wouldn't be fun. What's the benefit to that server? Uh-oh. Ugh, come on. Mm, blind. I told them to let me die, but I'm blind, so I don't know if my message sent or how people are responding to it. It sounds like they did. It's too many casters. I don't know, nightmares are tough. I had one ad at first, and I was trying to split it, and then Clem said, "One ad's okay." I'm like, "Okay." So I go to pull both, and now it's three, and then three turns into four, and then yeah, Feign Death just kept failing. Okay, I wasn't standing to cast a spell while I was blind, probably because I already failed a Feign Death. We could look here, right? Begin casting was interrupted. Um, begin casting, I get blinded. Resist a spell. That's probably what made me stand up. But there's another spell landing on me anyway. And it is what it is. As long as nobody else died. But it's all good. This is just plain of fear things. Especially as the puller. There's an unfortunate combination of fails. All right, let's look at the first one. I begin casting, and then gravity fluxes. I resist, but that makes you stand up. So I ran away, I tried again. I regained concentration, but Curse of the Simple Mind was landing, made me stand up. Well, it's fun to forensically analyze. Begin casting Death Pace, spells interrupted. I think this is when I get blinded. We already saw this one. Yeah, begin casting, blinded, resist a spell that made me stand up, resist another spell, and then I'm frantically trying to feign death for the rest of my life, right? Which was short. The fact that I don't see like any of my pals landing into Grob with me means they're probably safe. Yeah, we're getting right back on track. Fast recovery. I got a bunch of cool stuff in the bank. If anybody needs some gear on this server, definitely join my Discord, right? It's called The Swamp. Come on down. The water's fine. You're going to love it. It's a place to be. And just say something about needing some gear on Red. We'll hook you up. You know, if you aren't sure what to make, whatever you like, you know? The server needs more of whatever your favorite class is. At the very least, it'll just be some fun until they finally wipe Red and give us a fresh start, right? I'm begging, I'm pleading. I would love a fresh Red. That fresh server smell. Oh my God. But meanwhile, it's the best we got. Oh, look at this. Speaking of fresh red, this would be so hot on a fresh red. Axe the Ironback. Oh, classic as hell. It'd be interesting if they did it different next time, right? It was free for all this time, with no item loot. If they did a different rule set next time, that'd be cool, you know? Maybe yes item loot, or, you know, maybe teams. I fought against teams originally, but whatever. At this point, I'm cool with whatever. All right, let me met up a little bit. Res affected. take this empty corpse, load skin to exit, right? And that leaves the empty corpse. Only works on some servers, right? P99 it works, but I hear on Quarm it does not work that way. But you can load skin to save an empty corpse. You know? For a res later or whatever. I already got resed, so that would be for a hammer. Of all the zones up to Veles, where do you think you should go to? It's a good question, Cage fan. So many options. Have you messed with Chardock much yet? Chardock has some cool stuff. The way a lot of us do it on Red, because faction is everything. But first you got to get the faction good, and then you could run around freely and kill what you want. It can be a tough grind to get the faction up, right? You got to kill a million friggin' Kunark goblins, maybe even a billion, but you know, it'll keep you busy for a while. That'd be my vote, right? I'm finally I'm done down there for a while. Where is it? Maybe I should wear it. Got this big bad. Kill exactly, Nickelback. Kill what or who you want. Yeah. Faction is everything. You don't want to be getting jumped by NPCs just because you're invis broke, right? You want to be able to willy-nilly. Whoops. All right, I gotta use this as my setup. Oh yeah, nice. Cage fan, that sounds like a pretty good idea. There's so much cool stuff with that song. I like it. It's one of those ones that I was like hesitant to try. You know, I was always like, I don't want to say scared, but that's spooky. Um, but now that I've gotten a taste, oh, I love that song. Like, you know, I mean, everybody knows Sebulus. Everybody always talks about Sebulus, but Chardoc's like the hidden gem in Kunark. That's my opinion. You recently got your shaman faction there. Now you got to learn to kill stuff. Yeah, I think a lot of it's going to come down to positioning, right? You got to be in the right spot. Um, all right, I guess I'll start pulling again. As soon as this res effect wears off. Or maybe even before then, who cares? Looking for a nice single pull. One horsey. One horsey is fine with me. Yeah. Taunt worked. The good thing about nightmares is they can drop gear for Ishii. Dread scale stuff, right? Yeah, that's what it's called. It's good. The Ixar Shadow Knight gear off these nightmares is I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think it's better than the other Shadow Knight gear in the sun. Oh. Stargate got feared. Maybe I can snare Stargate. Resist. I tried. I tried to help you with the snare. But it's all good. You didn't make it too far. They must have pretty good resist to resist my snare with this big of a level difference, right? I'm level 60. You would think I'd be able to land a snare on somebody lower level. But we all be stacking our save magic around here, and it appears Stargate's no exception. That's good. Respect. Neck item gives me 60 armor class, 360 HP, 320 mil. Wow. That's a good neck. I especially like the fact that it gives raw attack, raw spell damage, and the heal amount. Those are good. 50 save magic. Oh, we would all go crazy for that on this server. Little outside our what's it called? Uh-oh, I got feared. That's short fear at least. My chain pull was a little too chainy. Now we're on track. Oh, I should have grabbed a weapon out of the bank for Ishii. Next time I die, I'm sure that I'm sure it'll happen again. Like I said before, when you're pulling this zone, it doesn't always go well. But it's worth it. Like personally, I'm not looking for much for Nui from here. I mean, maybe there's some stuff I wouldn't mind, like the sleeves. I think Umbral plate mail sleeves are actually pretty good. There might be one other slot that's like okay, but pretty much if the Shadow Knight gear drops, I want it to go to Fun Bags, or I want it to go to Orc Friend. Um, that would be huge gains. Cage, man, those are good AAs. Nickelback, you say Orc Friend's your favorite? Yeah, I love Orc Friend, and he's needed right now. You know what I mean? There's been turmoil and Crushbone. Evils have awoken, and the orcs need a friend. So the fact that he's up here in Plane of Fear, he's we gotta get him geared up. We get him back to level 15 and back to Crushbone. And he'll have a last name, and he'll have planar gear. He'll be great. He's got his eye patch, he's got his J boots, he's got his Lev cloak. He's ready for anything. One of my favorite Shadow Knights as well. Well adjusted's pretty good. You Can't sleep on well adjusted. Another Rune of Wrath. I feel like that's a decent one. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. Look how good that is. That's crazy. Grats. Big get. Right? Like, that is leagues above the Shadow Knight gear for the rest of the races, you know? 'Cause they added it later, right? Our gear was classic. Um, XR, you know, our Kunark. So they kick the gear up a little notch without kicking up the rest of the gear. It's fine. I ain't salty about it. Um, but yeah, that's a huge game. What's it look like? Oh yeah, that classic friggin' winged helm look. Love it. Excellent armor class. That's like the huge part. 17 AC. That's huge. 10 intelligence. Huge. 5 to every save. You know, that's decent. That's something. Yeah, they have their favorites. They really did. They really did. They're like, don't worry, they can't wear plate, and then they proceed to give them like better chain and plate. You know, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just glad he's on my side. She's blind. Oh, you're tanking terrifically. 32-16 naked. Yeah, it's more than I have with all my gear on my my top Shadow Knight. But that being said, I don't focus HP on this guy. I have my priority list is probably like save magic followed by I don't know, Dex followed by then maybe I guess HP. So I could get my HP a little higher potentially. Right, monks can only wear leather armor, and then they give them totally busted belly stuff. Yeah, like you said, they had their favorites clearly when they were making this loot. Um, I'm always jealous of shaman gear too, especially like the droppable stuff that you'll like just see for cheap. It's like always shaman only. It's like dang, if I was a shaman, I would have such good gear for cheap. Let's see if I can single pull this. Shaman gear on PV is more expensive. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, it's a supply versus demand thing. I think we got a lot of supply. Um, these are decent, right? For higher level magician pets. Yeah, AFK stack. Well, in the middle of this fight, nobody will know. This is our little secret. When the tank AFKs, nobody knows. Everything always goes fine. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to grab my phone. I got stuff to do this morning. I don't want to miss the call. Like I said, it's gonna be a long day today for me, but we gotta do what we gotta do. And I'll feel better going into the day with this strong foundation of pixel pleasure, right? EverQuest brings me comfort and joy, sets me up for success. I found time for it early in the morning, right? Like Fippy Darkpaw, I rise with the sun. I'm definitely looking forward to this weekend. Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2025, number 18, right? Believe it or not, we're already that deep into 2025. Um, and time flies on a Sunday. It's a 7 hour stream, but for me, it feels like 7 minutes. No, okay. It feels like a couple hours, but um, definitely it flies by. It's the time flies when you're having fun. I must always have a blast because it feels like I'm just getting started, and then it's it's time for lunch. I saw all these players logging into the server, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna get jumped in here." But so far, so good, you know. They know I got harm touch up. They don't want that. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Pally gear. Womp womp. I don't think we have any pallies here. Right? No pally. No pally present. Like, they're not bad. 10 AC is okay on a wrist. Save poison, meh. One thing I like about Planes of Power is that NPC in the, I think he's in the library in Plane of Knowledge. It's been a while. Haven't done this quest in a good over 15 years, but maybe closer to 20 years. But you could take your extra planar gear from here or hate, this stuff, and hand it in, regardless of class, and get a gem, right? It would like give you a roll on gems, like they were like the Sea Fury quality gems. You'd get like blue diamonds potentially. So come farm up Plane of Fear gear and hand it in, you'd end up with like so many gems. That's how I was getting loaded in this game, but it was nothing compared to what my sister was getting just casting buffs and playing knowledge. She was a cleric and would do what was the buff that everybody wanted? Um temp temperance maybe? Was that the one? Um with all the like buff extension gear to make it last longer. You'd go buy like a freaking 5 hour HP buff. So yeah, anytime I thought I had plat, she would like put me to shame with like many times the same amount, casually. You know what I mean? But it's all good. We were all prospering back in the what server was that? Zev, probably before it became Druzzle Row. Ancient history. Um, we were talking about it on Easter. I think that was the last time I seen her. Oh shit, there's Kasich. Um, I don't think she's logged into EQ in about as long as I have on retail, but maybe I'll have to ask her. She was talking about Landmark. Anybody remember that one? I had forgotten all about that. She reminded me about Landmark. Um, it came up because we were talking about Pantheon. We were talking about the risk of buying early access games and what could happen to the price. You know what I mean? Like, because Landmark got fully canceled, right? And even if you bought it, there's nothing to buy. You know what I mean? You bought it, but there's nothing. You don't own anything. It's gone. That's kind of whack. You haven't had any luck in your brothers play P99. Um, I come from a big family, and I got some brothers that are playing RuneScape right now, or whatever it is, Dragon Wilds or something. Did this thing add on me? Um, let's see. Yeah, I kind of want to look into whatever that new RuneScape is, just to see what it looks like, because I know they're playing it right now. I think it's like brand new. It came out like in the past couple of weeks or something. I know nothing. I know more about SnowRunner than I know about that game. If anybody saw me play SnowRunner, no, I don't know much about SnowRunner other than if you spin your tires a lot in the mud, you're gonna kind of sink deeper and deeper into that mud. Found that out for sure. Took a look at Bazaar. Just out of one hand blunt. Max cost of 5 plat. Found Mace of the Fallen Crusader. Wow. For 5 plat. Yeah, I mean Pally only is probably one of the most affordable things you can have on a piece of gear on most servers. Nothing against Pallies. I just feel like there's always more gear than players there. They have such a good, like, especially weapons. Like the Pally weapon arsenal is insane. And then, and then add on top all the stuff that's like useful in like multiple classes, shovel, all and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like there's so many options for the Pally. Alright. Maybe I'll find something in this direction. Yeah, I found one. Shit, stunned me. Stunned me big. Yeah, plate wearing wizard with a sword. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I know there's okay. If I had to make like a pro and con list for THJ, there's a lot of stuff in the pro, right? There's a lot of stuff that appeals to me, and there's really only one thing in the cons, right? Which is that it's not a PvP server. But just, for me, the way my brain works with this game in recent history, in recent decades, is that I just that's too big of a negative to overcome for me right now. I'm kind of holding out for the PvP version, but I'm very intrigued. And who knows? Maybe on a Tuesday, I might end up over there. for a little change of pace. But my heart is in the PvP. I love gearing up to make myself stronger so I can defeat my enemies, so I can defend my friends. You know what I mean? Like I have a purpose. I have a purpose that I was always lacking in my previous life as a bluebie. I keep running attack up. I'm not noticing it. Like, do I even know how to play this game? Stole a Vox like it's another Tuesday morning. That's what's up. Snare wore off. It's so important to not get hit by the Scarelings because they can shadow step you. Dangerous. All right. Well, with this Scareling going down, what happened? Where'd it go? That was so weird. Uh-huh. What just happened to that thing? I blinked and it moved. But anyways, great success. Great success. It's 8 a.m., which a lot of you know, it's time for me to go to work. Um, but it was great to clock in and lock in here for a Thursday morning rise and grind. I think next Thursday might be coffee and frog locks again. If anybody wants to meet and guck early Thursday morning for friend or foe, it's the PvP server after all. Maybe we'll get some action early on a Thursday next time. But yeah, you like to see some Plane of Fear, Nickelback. Maybe on Sunday we'll do it again. And Schmo Night, hey, no problem. Thanks for being here. I stream every Thursday morning, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. East Coast USA time. So that's, 2 hours ago till right now. And every Sunday, 6 a.m., 2 hours ago until 1 p.m. We go so hard on a Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest every weekend. And now new stream Tuesdays. It's in the afternoon. Trying to, you know, get out here on a different time on a Tuesday. And Tuesday, it's the only stream that's not EverQuest, right? Sunday, it's always EverQuest. Thursday morning, it's always EverQuest. I'm an EverQuest enjoyer through and through. Frankenbeans, it was great to see you. I'm glad you were here. Nickelback, Schmo Night, thanks for chatting. KH fan, always a pleasure. Let me scroll up. Ishiwatari, thanks for stopping in. And Splendid Genesis is here. Grimlust, Justin Beard, Goblin. Shout out to Goblin for that sub today. Pandu TP, thank you for chatting this morning. Everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to not miss anybody. Oh, Palestine. Who could forget Palestine? Thank you for chatting this morning. So yeah, EQ for life. 1,000 years of EverQuest, 5,000 years of EverQuest, EverQuest forever. Never ends. And as Stephanie EverQuest said, every quest is an EverQuest if you never complete quests. Just keep that in mind. Take that with you. Um, Saying peace to the gang. Yeah, for Fippy, absolutely, always for Fippy. He deserves our respect. He's got the kind of determination that, you know what I mean? If we all took the determination of Fippy Darkpaw with us in our real lives, it'd be insane. But anyways, any channels we can go raid this morning? Let's go find one. Who's playing what? Let's go see Bro Annie playing THJ. Show him some love from Red 99. We're all EverQuest enjoyers here, so let's enjoy some more EverQuest. All right, I'll see you guys Sunday bright and early, unless you catch me on YouTube first or blessing your social media feeds at Chewy What a Wookie, right? I'll see you guys then. Peace.